Hello classmates! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, i-continue na natin yung diniscuss natin previously, which is yung income taxation. No? We have discussed previously the kinds of income taxpayer, the individual, the corporation, estate, tsaka yung trust. Diba? Tapos na tayo sa individual, now let's go to corporations and estate, tapos yung trust. Okay? So, one of the income taxpayer natin is the corporate income taxpayer or the corporation in itself. Pag sinabi mong corporation, ayon sa BIR, yung definition ng corporation based on the BIR regulations is it shall include partnership no matter how created or formed. If oral yan, if in writing, or meron ba silang registration sa SEC, no matter how created or formed, partnership shall be included sa definition ng corporation ayon sa BIR. Okay? It also includes joint stock companies, joint accounts, association, and insurance companies. No? Pag sinabi natin corporation, malawak yung sakop niyan ayon kay BIR, no? Or ayon sa tax code, malawak yung sakop ng definition ng corporation, no? Except lang yung GPP. Ano yung GPP? Ito yung form of partnership which has a purpose of exercising profession, also known as general professional partnership or GPP. Okay? Hindi yan kasali sa definition ng corporation based on the tax code or based on sa BIR na rulings. Okay? And hindi din po kasama yung joint venture or consortium formed for the purpose of undertaking construction projects, petroleum, coal, geothermal, and other energy operations, no? Pag joint venture na related dito sa construction projects, etc., hindi po yan kasali sa definition ng corporation based on the tax code or based on the BIR rulings. Okay? So, these are the classifications of corporations. We have domestic corporations, foreign corporations, and special corporations. Unahin na po muna natin yung domestic corporation. Pag sinabi mong domestic corporation, it is created or organized in the Philippines or under its law. Meaning, create siya and inorganize dito sa Pilipinas, nakaregister siya sa Securities and Exchange Commission or other regulatory agencies, and sakop siya ng batas dito sa Pilipinas kasi dito siya na-create sa Philippines and organized din siya dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya siya tinawag na domestic corporation. Okay? Dito siya ginawa at dito siya nag-ooperate sa Pilipinas. Okay? Pag sinabi mong domestic corporation, while foreign corporation, from the word itself foreign, hindi galing sa atin yung corporation or hindi siya create dito sa Pilipinas kasi foreign nga eh. Foreign corporation. May dalawang klase ng foreign corporation. Ito yung resident foreign corporation and yung non-resident foreign corporation. Okay? Pag sinabi mong resident foreign corporation, inorganize siya sa laws ng ibang bansa or foreign country and engage in trade or business dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? Create siya and inorganize in the laws of foreign country pero engage din siya sa trade or business dito sa Pilipinas. Ano yung mga example ng mga resident foreign corporation dito sa Pilipinas? Example dito is yung KFC, yung Starbucks. Sila yung mga example ng resident foreign corporation in which they are created outside the country, meaning the other country yung nag-create sa kanya, pero nag-i-engage siya internationally, including the Philippines, no? Nag-trade siya or nag-i-engage din siya ng business dito sa Pilipinas as a form of expansion. Okay? Pag sinabi mo namang non-resident foreign corporation, inorganize siya or nag-exist under the laws of the foreign country or ibang bansa, pero hindi siya engaged in trade or business sa Pilipinas. Okay? Nagkataon lang siguro na meron silang incidental income dito sa Pilipinas, but regularly wala silang trade or business operations dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? Nangyayari naman yan kasi meron talagang mga incidental income. Example, meron kang investment dito sa Pilipinas, pero wala kang negosyo dito sa Pilipinas. Nagkaroon ka lang ng investment, and then, yung investment nagkaroon ng income, you will be subjected to income tax based on your classification as non-resident foreign corporation. Okay? Hindi ka regularly engaged in trade or business dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya, tinawag kang non-resident foreign corporation. Okay? Or NRFC. Pag resident foreign corporation, RFC yung tawag sa kanya. Okay? Ano naman yung special corporations? Pag sinabi mong special corporations, meron silang special taxation rules or preferential taxation rates. Okay? Meron silang rates or rules na sa kanila lang nag-a-apply because they are special. Either domestic or foreign corporation ito, basta sinabi ng batas, special kayo, meron kayong special tax rates para sa inyo lang kasi hindi kayo nababagay dito sa other classifications. You must be a special corporation. Example dito is government owned and controlled corporation or tinatawag din nating GOCC, no? Pag sinabi nating GOCC, isa yang special corporation kasi merong specific na rule sa batas na nag-a-apply sa pag-account ng tax ng mga government owned and controlled corporation, as well as the private educational institutions, no? And even hospitals kasama dito. Private educational institution and hospitals, no? Isa rin siyang special corporation kasi
siguro kasi yung mga wait syempre na-touch ako sa ano ba yan?
merong sinabi yung batas na sila ay subject to special tax rules or preferential tax rates. Okay? Unahin na muna natin yung private educational institution or hospital. So, mga schools ito na private, tapos mga hospitals din na private, no? Meron silang special rules na sinabi ng batas or the tax code natin. Okay? Magkakaroon lang muna tayo ng overview. We will not dig in or we will not focus yet on this topic, but magkakaroon lang tayo ng overview. Pag sinabi mong private, educational, institution and hospitals, whether stock or non-stock yan na corporation, they will be subjected to 10% of the taxable income. No? 10% of the taxable income. Hindi sila subject to regular income tax rate kagaya ng mga ibang corporation. No? Exception, pag hindi ka nakakomply ng predominance test na ang gross income mo from unrelated activities, take note, unrelated meaning hindi siya related sa main operation ng iyong corporation. Example, private educational institution, tapos nagtitinda ka sa kantin, hindi po yan kasali sa related activities. It will be considered as unrelated activities. Pag mag-exceed yan ng 50% ng total gross income mo, you will be subjected to regular income tax. Okay? As well as the private hospitals. No, pag failure to comply with the predominance test, you will be subjected to 30% regular income tax. Pag mag-exceed yung unrelated activities mo, mag-exceed by 50% of the total gross income, whether related or unrelated, you will now be subjected to 30% regular income tax. So, yun po yung basic na taxation rules pag sinabi mong private educational institutions and hospitals. Okay? Sige. Next is the government-owned and controlled corporation, its agencies or instrumentalities. Okay? Or sinabi natin kaninang GOCCs. No? Pag sinabing GOCC, general rule, 30% regular income tax po sila. Kasi noon maraming GOCC, tapos as of now, konti na lang yung tinatawag nating GOCCs. Okay? So, 4 na lang sila. And these are GOCCs na exception sa 30% regular income tax. Meaning, they will be exempt from income tax. Ano-ano itong mga corporations na they will be included sa exemption natin. Ito yung SSS, GSIS, PHIC or PhilHealth, and then the local water district. SSS, Social Security System. GSIS, Government Social and Insurance System yata yan, or GSIS. Pag PHIC, Philippine Health Insurance Corporation. Tapos yung mga local water districts natin, they are exempted from income tax. No? They will not be subjected to 30% regular income tax. Okay? Next is the other corporate taxpayers. These are partnership, joint ventures, and co-ownership. So, natakal na natin to sa definition ng corporation because generally, they are included sa definition ng corporation ayon sa tax code, di ba? Partnership kasama, joint venture kasama, co-ownership kasama generally, but there are exceptions to the rule which we will discuss it now. Okay? Pag sinabi nating GPP, it is formed for the purpose of exercising a common profession. General professional partnership, exercise of profession po yan. No part of the income is derived from engaging in trade or business. So, solely exercise of profession lang sila para masabi silang GPP or General Professional Partnership. They are known as tax-exempt partnership. Hindi sila matataksan ng 30% regular income tax. Okay? Kasi they are not included sa definition ng corporation, 'di ba? Exception 'yan yung GPP. 'Di ba? Another is joint venture. Pag sinabi mong joint venture, it is a business arrangement in which two or more parties agree to pool their resources for the purpose of accomplishing a specific task. This task can be a new project or another business activity. Generally, joint venture kasama or included sa definition ng corporation. Therefore, generally, they will be subjected to 30% regular income tax. Okay? Exception is if yung joint venture mo is related to construction projects or petroleum, coal, geothermal, and other energy operations under a service contract with the government. Meaning, meron kayong consortium. Consortium kasi yung tawag dyan eh. Meron kayong consortium with the government and you na magbuo or mag-operate ng energy operations under the service contract of the government, of course. Okay? They are exempt from regular income tax. Okay? Sige. Co-ownership. Pag sinabi natin co-ownership, These are joint ownership of property for the purpose of dividing income among themselves, no? Yan naman yung definition ng co-ownership. Okay? They will be considered as other corporate taxpayers, no? Okay, now let's go to general rules in taxation. Alam na natin yung domestic corporation, alam na natin yung resident foreign corporation, and alam na natin yung non-resident foreign corporation. Coach, bakit hindi kasama yung partnership, joint venture, and other corporate taxpayers? Hindi po kasama kasi they are embedded na po sa definition ng corporation, no? Mga domestic yan, mga resident foreign corporation, mga non-resident foreign corporation, they will be considered na and embedded na dito. Okay? Kasi corporation, sabi nga ng BIR, malawak yung definition niya. Okay? Sige. If domestic corporation, you will be taxable within and taxable without. Meaning ng taxable within, you will be subjected to income tax within the Philippines. If may income ka, within the Philippines, you will be subjected to income tax. If may income ka naman, outside the Philippines, you will be taxable without. Meaning you will be taxable and you will be subjected to income tax for your income outside the Philippines. No? So wala kang takas within and without, tataksan ka ni BIR kasi domestic corporation ka. Okay? What about resident foreign corporations? Pag resident foreign corporation, you are only taxable on the income within the Philippines. Okay? Within the Philippines lang. If meron kang income outside the Philippines, you will not be taxable kasi hindi na nila sakop yung income mo outside the Philippines. You will not be taxable outside the Philippines. Okay? Same goes to non-resident foreign corporations or NRFC kasi they will be subjected or taxable within lang po ng Pilipinas. They will not be taxable outside or outside the Philippines. Okay? They will not be taxable without. Okay? Taxable within lang sila, RFC and NRFC.